At the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right to the air goes Nix. He'll swing this out to Harvey. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing Nix. Over the middle, it's complete. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down. For the Broncos, it's 6-4 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10.
Nix looking to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harvey. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. R.J. Harvey, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Steelers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, set. Hey, Mustang 19, come back, Buffalo 19 sight.
Richardson looking to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. But you look at this Bronco defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
And they work this well outfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
First down. 60 by 60, Bronco switch. Ready.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out They gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Cruz. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Richardson working from the gun. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it second down. From the shotgun, Richardson. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very... Now, loose football. The ball comes out. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Harvey now on 1st and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. This defense for the Steelers, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Here's Nix. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
What a first quarter he's been putting together. He scored the touchdown earlier, and he's in phase right out of the gate. Right now, he's playing with such confidence, he doesn't believe that they have an answer for him no matter what they do on defense. And here's another big play to prove his point.
Nick's going to give to Harvey. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Toss left side for Harvey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. R.J. Harvey with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Ready? 70 Rangers, 70.
Now it's Richardson. And one more time, here's Kirk. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Christian Kirk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now it's Nix. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
Gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's 3rd and 3. Nix to the air. And this is going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. To throw is Nix. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 41 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw, here's Nix. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
19 tight, 19 tight. Trap 60, trap 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready?
Now Richardson back to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 57 yards. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And the Steeler first down.
They stay on the ground on first for Johnson. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Liking 18. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Buffalo 18.
Now Richardson. This will be caught at the toe. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there, putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Cowboy 80. '70 Rangers, 79 Broncos. Ready?
Johnson is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play.
Come on. 60 Panther, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Steelers have taken the lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Off the name, first of all, you ain't rap long enough. You ain't strong enough. So whatever it is, they got you thinking that you Superman, they got the
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. On the handoff, Harvey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Nix. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Looking to throw. Nix setting up a screen for Harvey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it, because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
Richardson looking to throw this. He's got his man Cruz. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Get it! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go!
Richardson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Second and 10.
Second Pirate. Ready.
Here's Richardson to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Christian Kirk in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. And McPherson on for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The final shot before break. Nix. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
The final shot before break. Nix. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Here we go. Here we go. Panthers, Cowboy 80. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Trap 60. Trap 60. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
Throwing on second down. Richardson. Wide open receiver, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 34 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Nix from the shotgun. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going. It's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. picked off by John A. Barron. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Throwing Nix. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
From the gun on third down, it's Nix. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Derwin James with a pick. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They think they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Viking, Panther 11, Warrior 70. Buffalo 18.
Richardson looking to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Cup 19, Cup 19. 7 Pirates, my 60 Mavericks. Ready, right?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First down. 1st and goal. Pittsburgh.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown.
Broncos 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
At the 36-yard line.
Toss to Harvey, running right. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Operating from the gun, Nix. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards that time for number 19.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
Working out of the gun is Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Now he's into the clear again. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. 37 yards. And the Steelers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Here's 2nd and 8. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
2nd and 10 now. Third-quarter action in Denver.
Come 19. 70 Timberwolves.
Slot man moves right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one goes for 30 yards. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Johnson running right. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself,
He's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Set it. Ready.
Richardson now on 3rd and goal. This is caught. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do.
A 19-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so that you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini-losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They run straight ahead with Harvey. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 54 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Once more with Hardy. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Ready. Ready.
A handoff. Here's Harvey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here's Nix. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Nix. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Hold on a sec. Captain. Ready?
Nix to the air. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Hold on a sec.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Now it's Richardson.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
48-yard line.
They give to Johnson going right. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he'll go down shy of 40 at the 41.
78 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Come on, set.
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot